Really? It's raining today. It's colder today. It's icky today. Welcome to Smoky Mountain Lashbees, where I have yet another swarm. Definitely reinforcing that I am going to be more researching rearing queens, so that when I do splits next year, I can just put a queen cell in and let them raise one queen instead of this mayhem that apparently since Saturday, all of my nukes, because I saw them coming out of it's one of these nukes. It's raining, it's icky, and they're coming out of my nukes. It's a little cluster. I gotta see how I'm gonna get it down out of that tree. So, bear with me as we once again catch a swarm. And they're falling out of a tree. Okay, I gotta get to it. All right, let's get this mayhem going. So, it's always a great day when you catch the queen. She is, let's see if I can, she's that bigger one. She's got, let me see what she got. She's got a really brighter booty. I'm not getting it in the camera very well. There she is. There's the queen. She's caged. She's not going nowhere. Just got to get them all shook down or they quit clustering up there. So give me a few minutes and I'll get that. And they'll all be down in there safe and sound. And a successful swarm catch. Let's see where everybody settles to, because we still got some trying to cluster up there. And it's starting to sprinkle. So we'll see what everybody does. I'm going to close that up a little bit more and hopefully they'll finally settle down here. Oh, the loonies, some of them are down in the box and I got that queen clip. I don't know if there was a second queen or what, but the loonies won't all come down. So I'm just gonna let them do whatever they're gonna do. Because there's a little ball there, there's a little ball right there, and then they're clustering on the end of that thick spot. So I've also got them clustering there. So I'm just gonna let them, I opened this up because it's starting to rain. so it'd be better for them to go through that. And I'm gonna try to slide this blanket out so it doesn't get soft and wet, and just leave it sit here and see what happens. Okay, they stayed balled up there. A big group of them. Did the queen get out? Is there another queen? I seriously don't know. All right, there's none still in the box. That queen is still alive, but they have left her for some reason. So there's one bee with her. So we're gonna set her aside for a minute. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna set her right here. I'm gonna try to go in and see. Maybe there's another queen. I'm gonna try to get a ladder and get it set up here. And we'll see what happens. I don't know. I can't get them all off. It is what it is. I put that queen back in that they had left. I couldn't find a queen. I looked, but that doesn't mean there's not another one. So we'll see how this goes. I'll leave them till morning. All right, moment of truth. Let's go check and see what these gals ended up deciding. So it's been raining. They're definitely not. Oh, some of them are still clustered up there. There's still a small cluster. All right, so my camera died just as I got down here. There is, I don't know, maybe probably a fist size cluster still up there. I'm gonna count those gals as lost, unfortunately. They don't have a queen with them probably. And there's still some bees in here, so I'm gonna move this cluster this box over. I'm going to shut it, move them over, and after this nasty rain has moved on, I am going to get a brood frame from, I don't know which colony would be easiest. Maybe grab one from Resurrection, since the swarms, yeah, that's appropriate. Since this swarm on the 1 year date of the Resurrection swarm, I'll pull a frame from Resurrection of brood to put in here, and hopefully it'll keep them in the cage, keep them, you know, in their box, and we're just gonna let it be what it is. For some reason, they just were weird. This is the weirdest swarm besides that one last year before. I guess it was the year before, my second season. I had one that ended up dying. They were just lethargic from the get-go. It was really weird. It was it was the day that I had my first swarms ever, and I had like a gazillion. I had one that was on that. I had one that was down in here. I had one that was like in here, and then I had like one, I know the one that was in this area is the one that was all lethargic and weird and didn't make it. Never did see a queen with them, so they could have parted from a queen and just, I don't know, gave up, succumbed. I really don't know what happened with it. But we're gonna get these gals moved, so let's get to it. Okay, so that little ball of bees is gone. Wherever, as a truck goes by, wherever it went, I don't know. It's gone. I really don't think they had a queen with them. Oh no, that's a rotten apple. I was about to say, oh no, they're over here in the apple tree, but no, it's just a rotten apple from last year. Okay, so now I'm going to open up Resurrection here and get a frame of brood. And then I'm going to come over here to the swarm, which they're in there moving around now. I have a feeling that they're going to fly out there when I open it up. We'll see. And I'm going to get a frame out of there and put that brood frame in there. And if that queen's still in that queen clip and is still alive, I will release her. The bees are all over the place right now because of the weather. You know, we had rain, so they couldn't really come out. So now they're out in numbers. They're bringing pollen in now. Yellow pollen there coming in. So everybody looks good. Here in a few days, I will be going through everybody again and checking for swarm cells. We know for a fact that all these swarms have come out of that row of nukes over there. They were the first ones. So these are the second ones. Those two purple are swarms. Those two purples were swarms. Or not two purples, but blue and purple. So let's get to it. My tripod is taken up, so I'm going to have to figure out propping this up for you guys to see everything that's going on. So, this is a brood with some capped, but mostly young larvae. I don't know if you guys can even see down in there. And eggs. So now, let me get all situated here. see how this goes. Still live. You can see her, she's still in there live. Alright. They're either going to stay or they're not. Down she goes. Close this up. So, they're going to do whatever the hay they're going to do. Let's go in here. They're still pretty clustered because of the cold and everything. Hopefully that frame of brood will anchor them in. And it is just, I'm getting, my gloves getting stung. I think it's, I don't know, poetical or whatever the term is, fitting that that swarm happened on the 1-year anniversary of the Resurrection Colony, which is who I pulled the brood from, as you saw. So I think it's fitting to give that to them, and all just for the heck of it. Plus, it's an easier box to pull. That top box doesn't have much built in it quite yet, so it's not as heavy and it's not as intensive as like going through, say, honey cloud or honeycomb, or definitely not honey over there. Already having 3 stacked on working. So that's where we're at. Crazy times. Thanks for watching. This has to be the first swarm that I've ever had that I gave them a box. I get them somewhat in it, and they don't all just move in. Instead, they move back out and vamoose, leaving the queen. That was just crazy. But I've been told and talked with some other beekeepers, and some have said to me that sometimes when they get that swarming brain, that's all they think. And so sometimes they will vamoose and leave the queen because they're just gotta go or whatever. Kind of crazy. Been an interesting experience. Glad I get to share it with y'all. Hit that thumbs up, leave me some comments below, and definitely, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. I mean, it's free to do. And make sure you have the bell icon hit. That will help you get notifications as new videos go up. God bless, and I will see you all next video.